All right, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? All right, great. All righty, if you can hear me, I want y'all to raise your hand. That way, I know y'all hear me. Raise your right hand for me, please. All right, I'm gonna swear you in. Do you swear any information you'll give the court this afternoon will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? If you so agree, say yes and put your hands down. All right. My name is Judge Cooper, and I'll be the presiding magistrate this afternoon for conducting first appearance. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to speak with you all because I think it's important that you understand the nature of what's going on here. First, I'm not here to take a plea or do anything related to your case in that manner. You're here for the court to inform you of the allegations against you, to advise you of certain rights you have, to set bail on those offenses for which this court is authorized to set bail, to schedule a preliminary hearing for you, and to determine whether you need or require the assistance of a court-appointed attorney. Let me start out by saying that per our Chief Judge, Wanda Dallas, you're all being appointed a court-appointed attorney to make sure your rights are protected. Either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office will be coming to see you within 72 hours. Now, if you want to hire an attorney afterwards, that's your privilege. But again, we're appointing attorneys to everyone, so make sure your rights are protected. That's the person to whom you tell whatever, because telling me, the judge, I can't provide you any assistance. Okay, now let me start with telling you your rights. During this and all proceedings, you have the right to the presumption of innocence until the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to an indictment by grand jury for most felonies or by accusations if you're charged with a misdemeanor. You have a right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and cross-examine witnesses that are called to testify against you. You also have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You have the right to testify and offer evidence on your own defense, but should you choose not to do so, should you choose not to testify yourself, that cannot be held as a sign of you being guilty. Now, again, you have the right to an attorney throughout all phases of this matter. And as I've already explained to you, an attorney is being appointed to represent you. Now let's talk about bond. Some of you will be allowed to post an unrestricted bond for your release from jail pending the prosecution of this case. Bond may be paid using cash, commercial, or property. I'll start by explaining cash. If I say your bond is $3,000 and you have someone with that amount of funds, they bring that funds to the jail, and there'll be on top of the bond that I appoint, there may be some fees. So I say your bond is $3,000. When the fees is attached, it may come up to $3,200. So if someone has that amount of funds, they come around to the jail, they post it with the sheriff, and when your case is over, that same person can go back and get the full amount of their funds back. If you do not have someone with that amount of funds, then you may use a bonding company. For a $3,000 bond, a bonding company may charge about $400, 10 to 15% of the bond. The difference is the money that's paid to the bonding company, that's their fee. So someone pays the bonding company that fees, then the bonding company comes and pays the $3,000 for your release. Or property. If you have someone that has equity in a property, about 3 to 4 times the amount of your bond, they come, they pledge the deed to their bond, to their house, for your bond or for your release. And when your case is finished, that person goes and get their deed back. Now, there's some conditions where I'm not authorized to grant you a bond, such as if you're currently on probation or parole, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. There are also certain offenses for which this court is not authorized to grant you a bond. Such offenses like maybe a murder or a trafficking offense. I cannot grant you a bond as a magistrate court judge. Now, furthermore, there's a general conditions on all bonds, that you're to remain law-abiding while this case is ongoing. Okay. Now, there may also be special conditions on your bond that says don't go around certain place or don't contact certain folks. Normally, these are the victims. If you violate that charge, you'll be subjected to being rearrested. You'll have a new offense. And the important thing is you'll not be allowed to make any further bond while this matter is pending. Okay, so that's serious. Also, could be faced with a new charge such as aggravated stalking or trying to influence a witness, which carries a sentence of 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $20,000. So again, special conditions are taken very seriously. Now, if you have family members who may be listed as a victim on a warrant, they will not be allowed to make bond for you. Okay, your family members, if they're watching, they'll know what your bond is. If not, they'll be able to call the sheriff's office and get the amount of your bond later on. Now, for those of you who are charged with a misdemeanor, okay, your court date is going to be September 29th. Okay. However, I'm going to encourage everyone to make bond if you can make bond. If you're charged with a misdemeanor and you can make bond, that preliminary hearing date will be canceled and you'll be given a later court date in the mail. So again, misdemeanors, your court date is September 29th, but if you make bond, that date will be canceled and you'll get your court date later in the mail. If you're charged with a felony, your court date is going to be October the 14th. Okay, again, if you're charged with a felony, your court date will be October the 14th, and the same thing applies. All righty, at this point, I'm going to ask you to follow the directions of the deputies, and I'll have a chance to speak with you all individually as you approach. Thank you much.
Anderson, podium. Female back in, everybody here. Anderson, go to the podium. Everybody else here. Listen to me, call your name, okay, guys? Bender, you'll be next. Have a seat right there, Bender. Let me get you. Hold on, I got you. Stand up.
Give me 1 minute. Ms. Anderson, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Ms. Anderson, it's alleged that you committed the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Do you understand the allegation, Ms. Anderson, or do you require me to read it to you?
Could you? I understand.
And okay, all righty. The bond, ma'am, is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes.
Now, when you make bond, you're to still hear from Mr. Williams, okay? You're not supposed to contact him or go around and eat wherever he is.
Okay.
Your next court date, ma'am, is the 14th of October, like I said, at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Okay, October 14th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. And again, I've appointed the attorney to represent you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am. Ms. Bender?
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ms. Bender, it's alleged you gave a false name, address, and date of birth, and you also theft of lost or mislaid property. Do you understand the allegation, ma'am, or do you require me to read it to you?
I do understand it, but I wasn't telling a lie about my birthday at all.
Okay, all right. Your attorney will be able to deal with that, okay? I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. The bond is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Bender?
My dad is a police officer. He's the one that adopted me out of the beach for.
Okay, got it. All righty. Ms. Bender, again, if you make bond, right now your court is scheduled for the 29th of September, but if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail, okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Don't talk with the judge.
All righty. Take care, ma'am. Thank you. Are you Miss Means? Nope. I'm sorry. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Ashay Luxmore. That's my appellation. I would like to go on record stating.
Your Honor, she is under the last name Wright, first name Hope.
That's
All right. Okay. All right.
That's
Got it. Hope right. All right. Give me 1 second.
Hey, you better shut your mouth.
Give me 1 second. Hope right. All right, Ms. Wright, you're charged with the offense of having no insurance and knowingly driving a motor vehicle under suspended or canceled registration. The bond in those matters would be $1,500. However, Ms. Wright, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out today. Your court date is was scheduled for September 29th, but that day will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Okay, Ms. Wright, thank you very much.
You got Pullman. Right over down. Give the judge your name.
Iyanla Challenger.
Ms. Challenger, hold on a second.
Y'all on the streets out of the park or something, speak up. Get around the judge, y'all be quiet.
Give me a second, Ms. Challenger.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Challenger, it's alleged you gave the officers well, first it's alleged you drove with a suspended or revoked license. Then you gave a false name, address, and date of birth. Do you understand the allegations, Ms. Challenger, or they require it to be read to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you understand, or yes, you want it read to you?
Yes, I understand.
All right, Ms. Challenger, the bond will normally be $3,500. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. Okay, Ms. Challenger?
Okay.
You'll get your next court date in the mail, Ms. Challenger. Thank you much.
All right, thank you.
All right, ma'am.
I
Go
got
ahead.
a question.
What's your name, ma'am?
Jasmine Gibson.
Ms. Gibson, it's alleged you contributed to the delinquency or deprivation of a minor. Do you understand the allegation, ma'am, or do you require it to be read to you?
Yes, sir, I understand.
All right, the bond is going to be $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Gibson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Ms. Gibson, when you do make bond, you're to stay away from that juvenile victim, okay? Have no contact with her. Your next court date, ma'am, is going to be the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey. Holly and then Holloway. Holly and Holloway. Holly, you go straight there? Holloway, you go sit right there.
Hey, Ms. Holly, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ms. Holly, it's alleged that you there's 2 allegations of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act and 1 count of tampering with evidence. And the allegations, or they require me to read them to you. Do you understand what you're charged with, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Your bond this afternoon, ma'am, will be $22,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Should.
Okay, understand. Again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your court date, ma'am, is going to be October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Can your name and step up and give me your name?
Dorothea Holloway.
Miss Holloway, I have you as being out to bond, ma'am. Give me 1 second. Okay, hang on a second. No. You came in pretty late in the system. Hold on. Dorothea Holloway?
Yes.
Okay.
Put your mask up, man. Put your mask up, man. Everybody's got to do it.
Might have to have them bring you back tomorrow, Miss Holloway, because I understood you came in late and the paperwork with your arrest didn't get to me on time. So we're going to continue your matter till tomorrow, ma'am.
Give me your name, Bob.
Hi, Your Honor, Marisami Abreu Jimenez.
Ms. Jimenez, you're alleged to have committed the offense of simple battery. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require me to read it to you, ma'am?
No, I understand.
All right. The bond is normally $2,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. But the condition is that you cannot have any violent contact with Mr. Smith. You may
Okay.
have contact with him, but no violence, no slapping, no throwing anything on him. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All righty. You're gonna get your next court date in the mail, all right, miss?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Bye.
I have a paperwork. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, come on. Now, come. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Poe,
Yes, pal.
pal. I'm gonna say Miss Brittany. Miss Brittany, you're charged with a red light traffic violation, possessing marijuana 1 ounce or less, as also possessing a weapon. Miss Brittany, your bond this evening is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond, Miss Brittany?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Now, Miss Brittany, the weapon possession, I'm taking it from a felony down to a misdemeanor, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Your next court date, ma'am, is going to be the 29th.
Of September?
Yes, ma'am. In about 10 days, unless you make bond. If you make bond, that date will go away and you'll get the next court date in the mail.
Okay.
Okay. All right. But right now, it's good for the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. 29 September, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that date will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're gonna make bond, man. You're gonna be here in the next 10 days.
Is your name Samantha Robinson?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Robinson, you're charged with battery, family violence, and 1 count of disorderly conduct. You understand the allegation, ma'am, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, ma'am, your bond this afternoon is $4,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
All right, understand. When you do make bond, okay, I'm putting here that you have to have no violent contact with Mr. Robinson. You can be around him, you can talk to him, but no violent contact. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
All right, if you're not, your next court date is the 29th of September. But again, if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Judge, we're gonna get the mail ready. It's about 1 minute, Judge.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Come on. Come on to the podium.
Are you Mr. Abrams?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Abrams, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Abrams, it's alleged here that you interfered with government property, theft by taking, obstruction or hindering a law enforcement officer, fleeing from police officer, driving a suspended or revoked license, striking a fixed object, 1 count of reckless driving, another count of driving too fast for conditions, failing to have your headlights on, improper lane change, speeding 35 miles over the speed limit, improper turn at an intersection, improper lane change, a second driving too fast for condition, a hit and run accident, and again, driving a suspended or revoked license. So your bond this afternoon is $57,000. You can make bond, sir.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Why don't you answer the one I ask you first?
Sir.
So will you be able to make bond, sir?
You said the bond is 57,000.
Yes, I'm asking you, will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes.
Okay, all right, stand by. Now, you understood I'm appointing counsel to assist you, right? You heard me say that to everybody, right?
Yes, sir.
All righty. And that counsel will be to see you within 72 hours, and that's the person you should direct your questions to, because that's the person who can help you. You heard me say that, yes?
I just wanted to know what y'all charge.
Yes. Do you hear me to say that? You heard when I said that earlier, yes? Like, you need to answer my questions first.
Yes, sir.
All right, now that you've answered my questions properly, what is it I may answer for you, sir?
What our charges are felony?
Sir, you can discuss that with your lawyer. There's 2 of them are felonies: the interference with government property and theft by taking a police car. Those are both felonies. Thank you, sir.
That's our 6. Next one, come on. That's our 6.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Okay.
Are you Mr. Michael Brown?
No, sir. Contavious Copeland.
Who's Michael Brown?
Okay, no, sorry. I'll get to Copeland. Hold on. but keep it in alphabetical order, please, if we can.
He said, Charles.
Sorry, Mr. Copeland.
Yes, sir.
It is alleged you committed the offense of forgery. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
You can read it to me, sir, so I can be certain that I understand.
All right. It said that you uttered and delivered the checks in the amount of $1,425 and another one at $1,440 to SunTrust Teller. It was deposited into an account belonging to another person. Then the money was withdrawn. The check was later returned unpaid. So that's the allegations, sir. All right, not that you're guilty or not. That's just the allegations.
Okay.
Now, the bond is $3,000. Will you be to make bond, sir?
Sir.
All righty. Again, right now, court date is scheduled for the 29th of September. But if you make bond, that day will be changed to a later date, and you'll get that new date in the mail. You understand, sir?
Thank you so much, sir. So I'll be looking forward to it in the mail.
Yes, sir. Bye now.
Next man comes to the podium. Judge, Cesar is out to bond, and this is Chamley.
Okay. Mr. Chad Chamley.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Okay.
All right, sir. It's alleged you committed the offense of simple battery. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you want me to read it to you?
No.
You understand it?
Yes.
All right. Sir, the bond is $2,000. Will you be to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Now, I'm going to have here that you should have no violent contact, okay, with Miss Smith. You can go around her, be around her, but no violence, no pushing, shoving, anything like that. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I need to talk to you some more. All right. Your court date right now is the 29th of September. But if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good day. Thank you.
Judge, Chavez is bond, and this is Gay.
Got it. Mr. Gay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Mr. Gay, it's alleged you did the following offenses, sir: that you followed too closely, you DUI alcohol less safe. That means you drank alcohol within a period right before driving. You obstructed the officer, and you also had an open container violations. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand, sir.
All right. Mr. Gay, your bond this afternoon, sir, will be $6,000. That's for everything. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Gay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Gay. As being charged with a misdemeanor, your court date is the 29th of this month. But if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good day, Mr. Gay. Thank you.
All the charges misdemeanor?
Correct, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Judge, this is Grant.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant, your case is a little bit different than everybody. Is that you did not commit an offense here in this county or this state. It's alleged that they're wanted out of Texas. Now, I'm going to give you the short version. If I have to give you the short version, you don't understand it, then you can let me know and I'll read a 3-page document to you. All right. Your options. You can waive extradition or challenge extradition. Okay, those are the options. Let me start with challenging extradition. If you choose to challenge extradition, you can challenge extradition on 4 very limited grounds. The first ground is whether you are in fact Mr. Johnny Grant. 2, whether the paperwork is in order. Well, let me go with 2. 2 is whether or not what you're alleged to have done in Texas is an offense. And 3, whether the paperwork is in order. And based upon those 3 things, whether or not you are in fact a fugitive. Those are the very limited grounds. Now, if you choose to challenge extradition, you'll stay with us for a period of 30 days to make sure that the respective law enforcement folks at the state level get it right. If they don't have it right within 30 days, you can stay with us for an additional 60 days. So you can stay with us for 90 days for them to get it right. If they don't get those 3 things right within 90 days, then you'll be released. That's challenging. That is challenging extradition. Or you may choose to waive extradition. Waive extradition, you say, I'm not going to challenge it. If you choose to waive extradition, they'll be notified you're here. They'll have a reasonable amount of time to come and get you. What is a reasonable amount of time? I really can't put a number on it, but I will say it's less than 30. Okay? So if they don't come and get you in a reasonable amount of time, you'll be released. Do you understand the difference between challenging extradition and waiving extradition, sir?
I do, Your Honor.
What is your decision? Do you choose to challenge or do you choose to waive?
Waive, Your Honor.
All righty. The deputy there has some paperwork for you to sign. Follow the orders of the deputies, please. Thank you.
Judge, this is Hill.
Mr. Kadir Hill, how are you, sir?
Fine, how are you, sir?
Not too bad. Mr. Hill, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
Can you just reaffirm it, please?
All right. It basically says you did some pushing and shoving during a verbal altercation. Bruises were left on the victim.
What?
And that it's your aunt, and you guys have lived together for the last 8 months. That's the allegation. And a battery is simply that you pushed on somebody when they didn't want you to push on them. Not that you're guilty, that's just the allegation. Now, the bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
I'm not sure, but am I eligible for a signature on, sir?
Negative. If it was, I would have given it to you.
Okay.
Now, you can't go back around that address. You can't go back around that Miss Hill, but you'd have no violent contact. You'd have no pushing, no shoving. Okay, do you understand that?
All right, yeah.
All right, so that much I'm giving to you. Now, your next court date is the 29th of this month. But if you do make bond, sir, that date will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Next one, come on, Cody.
Your name, sir?
Good job.
Mr. Jernigan, you're charged with, it's alleged you committed the offense of theft by shoplifting. Do you understand the charge, sir, or do you want me to read it to you?
I understand, sir.
All right, sir. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Jernigan, the next court date is going to be the 29th of September, okay, which is in about 10 days at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Judge, this is John Talib. He's on today's calendar as well as
I got him. I got him for both days.
yeah.
I'm prepared. Give me 1 second. Mr. Talib, how are you, sir?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Mr. Talib, it's alleged that you committed the offense of theft by receiving stolen property and also made an improper stopping. Do you understand the allegation, Mr. Talib, or do you require me to read it to you?
I don't understand, sir.
All righty. Theft by receiving. Okay. You drove a white 2019 Dodge Journey. Okay. And it said you crossed the double yellow lines and you're stopped in the Gore and made a left turn from Mount Zion Road into the shops at Tower Plaza. All righty. Now, while approaching the vehicle, there's a strong odor of marijuana. And after making contact with you and being given the consent to search, they found a brown Ruger P94 40 cal located in the glove compartment. The firearm is stolen out of Columbia County in Florida. So that's the allegation, sir, that you made an improper stopping, and then you also had property that was reported stolen. All righty, sir. Your bond this afternoon is $8,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Now, your next court date is October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. What's your name, sir?
Mason.
One more time.
Mason.
Mason.
Yes, sir.
Okay, whoa. Mr. Mason, Mr. Mason. I don't have a Mason. Give me a second.
to your right, all the way down. Come on, sir.
All right, Sincere Mason, huh? Mr. Mason, I'm gonna have to continue your case until tomorrow, sir. So you'll be back before me tomorrow, okay, sir?
Come on, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
this is like the third time he's been continued.
Well, I'll tell you what, let me make a call and see what I can do, okay?
Okay.
All righty. So put him at the back and we'll deal with it for a minute. What's your name, sir?
Sean Means.
Mr. Means, give me, okay. All right, Mr. Means, your bond, sir, is $12,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me back up. Let me slow myself down for a second. Mr. Means, it's alleged that you committed the following offenses. There's a stop sign violation. You failed to yield the right of way to an emergency vehicle. You had no insurance. There's also an open container violation. You're driving a suspended or revoked license, and you theft by receiving stolen property. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand, sir.
All right, your bond, sir, is $12,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, again, you heard me say earlier, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date is going to be October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Lee Murphy.
Mr. Murphy, it says that it's alleged you committed the following offenses: theft of stolen property, theft by receiving stolen property, fleeing from police officers, reckless driving, driving on the wrong side of the road, an improper lane change, as well as an improper U-turn or signal. Do you understand the allegations, sir? Or do you require me to read them to you?
Yes, sir, I understand.
All right, your bond this afternoon, sir, is going to be $22,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No, sir.
All righty. Mr. Murphy, your next court date, sir, is scheduled for October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Say again?
I still be able to try to post for bond?
Yeah, you should still post bond. I encourage people to post bond. You post bond, post bond. All right. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Reginald Pippin, sir.
Mr. Pippin, it's alleged that you did an improper turn, and then you had one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand the allegation, sir.
All righty. Mr. Pippin, your bond this afternoon will be $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No, sir, I wouldn't, sir.
All righty. Mr. Pippin, again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And your next court date will be October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Okay, October 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Yes, Mr. Pippin.
Is there a possibility for a signature bond, sir?
No, sir. We don't do that when you're charged with a felony. You're charged with a felony, Mr. Pippin. All right. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Xavier Rhodes.
Mr. Rhodes, it's alleged you drove without not having a license on your persons. One count of possession of marijuana, 1 ounce or less, and use or possession of drug-related objects. Do you understand the allegations, Mr. Rhodes, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand, sir.
Mr. Rhodes, your bond this afternoon would be $3,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign out on an OR bond, Mr. Rhodes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rhodes, you're going to get your next court date in the mail. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mr. Rhodes.
My name is Maverick Scott. How you doing, Your Honor?
I am well, Mr. Maverick Scott. Mr. Scott, it's alleged that you committed the offense of aggravated assault, battery, kidnapping, false imprisonment, terroristic threats, and one count of obstruction in 911 call. Mr. Scott, do you require me to read them to you, or do you understand the allegations, sir?
I understand the allegation, sir.
All righty, now, Mr. Scott, I'm going to deny you bond this afternoon, but when you do make bond, with the assistance of counsel, because I'm appointing counsel to assist you. So you're with the assistance of counsel, when you get bond, right now I'm putting a condition off that you got to stay away from Miss Earl, and you can't go back around the address of 8208 Bentley Crossing in Atlanta. Now, I'm pretty sure you may have some stuff there. So, nope.
I'm not going back ever again in the area.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm still gonna put it on here just in case you forgot something that may be there. When you get out, you'll have this, you show the sheriff, somebody will go with you to get you stuff. That's to protect you, that while you're there, she doesn't say you did whatever, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, now your next court date is the 14th of October at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October 14th, 8 a.m., 201. Thank you, sir.
Keep up the work.
Go.
Next man, right here.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Darius Turner. Darius Turner.
This is
Turner.
Clayton.
Mr. Darius Turner. Got it. Mr. Turner, I'm going to deny the allegations against you, sir, and sign something so you can be released today. Okay, sir? Okay. Good luck to you, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Joshua Weathers, sir.
Joshua Troy Weathers, sir. It's alleged you committed the offense of theft by deception, 2 counts. Do you understand the allegations, sir? Or do you require me to read them to you?
I believe I understand, sir.
All righty. The bond is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Weathers?
I have a question, Your Honor. I had a limb hit me last year, and I'm disabled in my right arm, so my family's been helping me. They said they could come get me if my bond wasn't too high. I was
That's not too high, sir. That is not too high. So the answer is yes or no. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. Let's cut to the chase. All righty. Your next court date, okay, in case you don't make bond, is the 29th of September. But if you do make bond, that day will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Okay, it'll be later on in the year. Thank you, sir, and I hope everything goes well for you. Thank you.
Stand up, come up.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Eric Bruce Williams, sir.
Mr. Williams, Mr. Eric Bruce Williams, Jr.
Sir, yes, sir, I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine. Sir, it's alleged that you drove with an expired invalid tag and that you also had an open container violation. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand, sir.
All right, and Mr. Williams, I'm going to allow you to sign out on an OR bond. So you'll get your next court date in the mail. All right, sir?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Hello, sir.
Tell him your name.
No, it's Thomas Williams, sir.
Thomas Williams, sir, it's alleged you drove in a suspended or revoked license. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require me to read them to you?
Yeah, I understand.
All right, Mr. Williams, the bond is normally $1,500. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out this afternoon, okay, sir? And you'll get your next court date in the mail.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir. My name is
Hello.
Cody.
One more time.
Good morning, sir. My name is Tyrone Cody.
Tyrone Cody, hang on a second. So we must be getting into the 18th day now. Hold on a second, Mr. Cody.
Oh, yeah, Judge, about that. This is that was the last one.
All right, no problem. I'm going to keep up with Mr. Cody here. All right, give me 1 second, Mr. Cody. All right, Mr. Tyrone Cody, it is alleged that you drove alcohol less safe. You also had an open container violation, and you failed to obey an officer. Do you understand those allegations, Mr. Cody, or do you require me to read them to you?
Sir, I understand you, sir.
All right, Mr. Cody, your bond this afternoon is going to be $4,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Cody?
No, sir, I was trying to see if I can get an OR.
I can't do that, Mr. Cody. But Mr. Cody, your next court date is the 29th at 8 a.m. 201.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cody, trust me, I did the best I could for you, sir. You have a good day, okay? And keep your attitude up, man. Keep positive.
Yes, sir.
All right.
How you doing, sir?
Hello, sir. Are you Christopher Crow?
Sir.
Are you Mr. Crow?
Sir.
All right. Mr. Crow, it's alleged you committed offense of battery, family violence. Do you understand the charge, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, Mr. Crow, the bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Crow?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Crow, if you do make bond and then until this case is over with, you got to steer from Joel Herrera. Okay, let me back that up. You should have no violent contact with Mr. Herrera. You can go around the house, you can whatever, but no fighting. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, your court date right now is going to be on the 29th of this month, okay? 8 a.m. courtroom 201.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Next one up. Slide down, sir. Slide them on. Give me your name.
Walter Dillard, sir.
All right, Mr. Dillard. Sir, is alleged you committed the offense of theft by shoplifting. Do you understand the allegations, sir? Do you require to be read to you?
Yeah, I understand.
Mr. Dillard, your bond this afternoon is going to be $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Dillard?
No, sir.
I understand. Mr. Dillard, your court date, sir, is the 14th of October at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
This way, sir. Next man, step up. Give me your name. What's your last name, Julie?
Warren Harris, sir.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris is alleged you committed the offense of battery, giving a false name, address, or date of birth, striking a parked vehicle, failure to maintain insurance, not having your license on your persons, as well as obstruction of an officer. You understand the allegations, sir? They require me to read them to you.
No, I understand, even though they're all not true.
Understand, but again, as I explained today, I'm just here to tell you what's alleged, okay? And I'm appointing an attorney to work with you so that that can be worked out.
Okay.
Your bond this afternoon, sir, is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
If you could lower the slightly.
Okay, I can't do that right now. I've given, I'll say this, okay? I give you every benefit of the doubt, sir. So I'm not here to jerk anybody's string. So can you make bond?
Yes, I can make bond.
Okay, you're gonna work on it. I got you. Now, here's what I'm conditioned, okay? You'd have no violent contact with Miss Ross.
That's my wife.
I know.
No violent contact.
I know.
Now,
Okay.
all right.
It was a diaper. It was a diaper.
Sir. See, now you're gonna tell me this. First you told me it wasn't true. Now you're gonna tell me something else. Just listen.
Okay.
Got it. All right. Your next court date, okay, if you don't make bond, is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And since you're gonna tell me something, I'll tell you something. Just do the best you can. All right. See you later. Good afternoon, sir. Your name, please.
Your Honor, my name is Prince Irvin.
Mr. Prince Irvin, it's alleged that you committed the offense of terroristic threats, sir, as well as obstructing or hindering a law enforcement officer and criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
Your Honor, I just would like to.
Understand their charges, sir, or do you require me to read them to you? Yes or no?
You tell me are they felony or misdemeanor? That's all.
All right, your bond, sir, is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond?
No, and I apologize.
That's all right. We keep it rolling because you didn't answer my question, so you just stand there. All right, you hold on. All righty, now, when you make bond, sir, you're not to go around that Shell gas station, all right? If you go around there and they report that you're there for anything other than maybe, well, just don't go around here. Go get gas somewhere else. It's fine. It's all good. Now, if you make bond, if you don't make bond, your next court date is the 29th of September, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201, okay? That's if you don't make bond. If you make bond, that day will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. And, sir, they're all misdemeanors. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
John Johnson, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing all right, sir.
All right, Mr. Johnson, it's alleged it's alleged that you trafficked in meth, possession of marijuana, 1 ounce or less, 2 counts of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and 1 use of possession of drug-related objects. Mr. Johnson, I am not authorized to grant you a bond at my level, so bond is denied. I'm appointing counsel to assist you, as you've heard, and your next court date, sir, is going to be October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
What's
your name, sir?
Terrio Jones.
Mr. Jones, it's alleged you committed the following offenses: battery, 1 count of criminal damage in the 2nd degree, and 1 count of public drunkenness. Do you understand the charges, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
What's the barrier
Say again, battery?
there?
Batteries, hitting somebody, touching somebody. I'll read it to you. You cause visible bodily harm to one LaShondra Jackson by scratching her face. Okay, that's the battery. You guys are in a relationship and currently live together. You also committed the act of criminal damage by intentionally damaging the victim's iPhone, which is valued over $600. And then, you're drunk and using vulgar, profane language towards the victim. That's the allegation, sir. Now, the bond, sir, is $11,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No.
All righty. Now, just in case you do make bond, and while this matter is going on, you can go back around Miss Jackson, but no pushing, no shoving, no, none of that stuff. All right, sir? All righty. Your next court date, sir, is October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Taylor Marsh.
Hey, Marshall. You said Taylor Marsh?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marsh, I have it here that you've already made bond, sir. So somebody must have paid your bond, so good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
How you doing, y'all? Donald Nelson.
Mr. Nelson, good afternoon. Mr. Nelson, it's alleged here that you committed the offense of theft by taking a battery, as well as cruelty to children. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you want me to read them to you?
I understand them, sir.
All righty, sir, your bond this afternoon is $13,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Possibly. Yeah, I do.
All right, understand. When you make bond, though, you got to stay away from Miss Bennett, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Don't even call her.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, your next court date, sir, is October the 14th,
Okay.
8 a.m. Courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. Courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Darius Pope.
Mr. Polk, good afternoon. Mr. Polk, it's alleged that you 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as having made a wrong turn without using your signal. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you want me to read them to you?
Yes, I understand.
All right. Your bond this afternoon, Mr. Polk, is $18,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
I can't hear. I can't hear.
Will you be able to make bond? I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you, Your Honor.
Can't hear me. All right, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that signal also, okay? All righty. Your bond is $18,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Possibly, sir.
Fair enough.
One question.
Go ahead.
Am I eligible for a signature bond?
No, sir, you're not. And I guess that from now on, I'm gonna say it whenever I talk to everybody. I give folks everything that I can give you, okay?
Yes,
So, no, good question, but I can't. All righty, your court date, sir, is October the 14th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thanks. All right.
Timothy Pope.
Mr. Pope, good afternoon. Sir, it's alleged you made terroristic threats. Do you understand the allegations or do you require me to read them to you?
I don't understand. I was at work.
All right. It said you, you raised a shirt band, threatening to shoot the victim, Rashika Mathis, in the face with a gun during a verbal argument, and this was witnessed by another person. That's basically the allegation, sir. I'm denying you bond this afternoon, and when you make bond, you stay away from Miss Rashika Mathis. Your next court date, sir, is October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
I'm at the night, bro.
Sir, give me your name.
What's your name, sir?
Kenneth Strong, Your Honor.
Kenneth Strong.
Spruill, SP.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Hold on a second, Mr. Spruill. All right, Mr. Spruill, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or the requirement to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, Mr. Spruill, the bond is normally $2,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. There is a condition of your bond, sir, and that you'd have no violent contact with Miss Simmons, okay? You can be around her. You just can't get into any pushing, shoving, or breaking any property. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Good luck, and you'll get your next court date in the mail.
All right, thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Give me your name, okay? Slide down, let's go.
Eddie Thompson, Your Honor.
Mr. Thompson, good afternoon. Sir, you said Eddie Thompson, right?
Sir.
All right, I want to make sure I get the right person. Sir, it said you had an expired tag or invalid tag and you had no insurance. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand.
Sir, your bond this afternoon would be $1,500. However, I'm going to allow you to sign out on an OR bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Next up, your name.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes, sir, what's your name, please?
Mr. Thompson, Gary Thompson.
Gary Thompson. Sir, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery, family violence. Do you want me to read it to you or do you understand?
I understand, sir.
Now, Mr. Thompson, okay, there's an issue here because normally that charge is a misdemeanor charge. However, under the law, where you have a prior conviction for that offense, it now becomes a felony. So, sir, your bond this afternoon is $7,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir, I think so. I can talk.
All right. All righty. Now, here's another condition, all right?
Contact with Samuel.
Yeah, you got to stay from Samuel Thompson. Now, do y'all live at the same address?
Yes, sir, but I'm moving in with my baby mom.
Okay, all right, got it. So, but you have some stuff there, so I need to put down here that you can go get stuff from that address.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna put here that you just stay away from that address. But with the assistance of sheriff, you can go and get stuff there. Okay.
Sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Next step up.
Yes, sir.
Zakeem Williams.
Hey, Mr. Williams, give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
All righty, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, it's alleged you committed the offense of forgery and identity fraud. Do you understand the allegations, sir? Or do you require me to read them to you?
Yes, sir. I understand.
All right, your bond this afternoon will be $14,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Make bond, yes. Your next court date, Mr. Williams, is going to be October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Come on, sir. Put your hands on the wall there.
So now we only have Mason and the one that's in medical.
All right. Let me just run a couple things by you. Maybe you can update me on this. All righty. On your list from the 18th, Ventura.
Okay, back, keep your hands behind your back.
Ventura is out to bond.
Okay. All righty. Johnny Tiravong.
What's the last name?
Thiravong. And he's on the 18th calendar.
Oh, he's out to bond, Your Honor.
Okay, and finally, Adele Rutherford.
Are you saying Rutherford with an R?
Yes, Rutherford.
We don't have him on our list.
Yeah, I know, it popped up on mine. All right, and what about Michael Brown?
He's out to bond.
All righty, got it. Let me see if that's on the 18th. Let me see if I have any more. Give me 1 second. On the 19th, on the list on the 19th, I'm sorry, who do you say is in, well, I'll just do it this way. On the list on the 19th, do you have a Leak Booker or Pooker? Because I have it both ways.
He's out to bond, Your Honor.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And so, and the person in medical is who again?
That is EIJO.
All right, got it. All right, got it. I'm gonna see if I can get the paperwork on Mason.
Hey, Judge.
Yes.
I'm ready for EJO.
Okay, awesome. All right, stand by 1 second. How to do this down. I'll tell you what, let me handle it. Go ahead. I'll do Ejo and then I'll try to handle it with that. Hey, Mr. Ejo, can you hear me? Barely. All right. The gentleman there is gonna, you know, he's gonna
I will lay the message to him.
There you go. That's the right word. Sorry. I was stuck for a moment. Mr. Ejo, it said that you committed the offense of criminal trespass.
You committed the offense of criminal trespass.
That means you damaged the property of another person without their permission.
You damaged the property of somebody without their permission. Yeah.
Okay. The bond is $2,000. Will he be able to make bond?
The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make it? No, Judge.
All righty. All righty. His next court date is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th.
It's September 29th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201.
All right, that's it.
All right, Judge.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to.
Mason, man. Okay. Okay. Mason, you can have a seat right here. I just thought he was going on. Mason. Thank you. Yeah, they do the same thing. What day did you come in? I've been here for like 2 months now.
Latasha Myers.
Yeah, because every time I see that, I have violation of probation. Other than that, my probation is off now. So, when did your probation end? When did your probation end? They gave me that the first time I went to court. They told me I did time served for my probation. When was that? When did your time served end? I want to say it was the.
Hey, I got some information on Mason.
Yes, John.
All right. Hey, Mr. Mason. What I've been told is that All your cases have already been handled. You're on a hearing calendar for October the 5th. Okay, so you're in a calendar that's even coming up quicker than the folks who came before me today. But in terms of your allegations, they have all been addressed. All righty.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I think that's it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thanks much and have a great afternoon, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.